serie. Tú hoy vas a venir y tú me vas a decir que mi hijo ya apareció y mi hijo va a estar bien.
So I heard the first, I didn't hear the first part of it, but she did say that everyone, she appreciates all the help she received from everybody that was here to help. The man that found her son, she appreciates his help. She's telling you about what she told me on Saturday morning. She came out of the house and I had to give her information that there was no new developments over the night. She looked at me and I felt that maybe she saw my eyes, there was good news. And she told me not to worry about it. She said, don't worry about it. You're going to tell me in a little bit that they found him and we're going to go get my boy. That's actually what happened. She walked out. When I got the information, I ran in the house and said, let's go. So that's what
Incluso cuando íbamos en la patrulla,
I'm trying to translate.
ella me dijo, yo espero que sea la señora. Y yo le dije, no te preocupes, es mi hijo, estoy segura que es mi hijo.
So when she was in the car with me, I told her, because we had the first incident, that it wasn't her son. I told her, I'm praying to God that this is your son. And she says, don't worry about it. I know it's going to be my son.
Araceli, ¿cómo está Christopher?
How is Christopher doing?
Christopher está muy bien de salud. No podemos imaginarnos todo lo que él pasó y la salud que él tiene es increíble. Gracias a Dios,
He's doing well. Thank God.
él está bien.
He's good.
Araceli, una pregunta para usted, por favor. Gente por todo el mundo han visto la foto a usted con su niño después de la búsqueda. ¿Cómo fue ese momento para usted?
So the question is, everybody around the world has seen the picture when she found her son. How was that for you?
No puedo explicarles con palabras lo que yo sentí cuando yo vi a mi hijo
I can't
nuevamente.
explain with words what I felt at that moment.
Fue algo increíble.
It was
Yo
incredible.
solo quería agarrarlo, abrazarlo.
She just wanted to grab him and hug him.
¿Qué fue
Muy
lo primero que le dijo?
Hang on just a minute, one at a time.
¿Qué fue lo primero que le dijo usted a su hijo cuando lo vio?
What was the first thing she asked him or said to him when she saw him?
A Chris yo solo lo abracé y le dije que lo amaba con todo mi corazón.
Chris, she just held him, grabbed him, and said she loved him.
¿Crees que es un milagro? Porque lo
He
encontraron
He
a
asked
5 millas.
if he thought it's a miracle.
Definitivamente es un milagro.
Definitely, it is a miracle.
Dios puso a todos y cada uno de nosotros de la mejor manera para encontrar a mi hijo.
God put everybody in this path for this reason, to find her son.
¿Vas a hacer algo diferente en el futuro? Así no se pasa otra vez.
The question
¿Cómo?
was, will she do anything different in the future?
Como algo
Que
diferente.
si vas a hacer algo diferente.
Yo sé que soy una buena mamá y esto pasó en 2 minutos y creo que a cualquiera le pudo haber pasado.
She is a good mom, and this happened in less than 2 minutes, so it can happen to anybody.
Yo les agradezco nuevamente a todos su tiempo,
Thank
el
you
estar
for your
aquí,
time,
todas
for
las
being
personas que están detrás de las cámaras,
here.
gracias
Everybody behind cameras, thank you.
con sus oraciones,
Thank you for the
gracias, Dios
prayers.
nos escuchó
God
y esto
listened.
es para que sepamos que Dios existe.
This is
Y
because
Dios está
to
con
let you know that
nosotros.
God exists
Ok.
and He's with us.
Solo les pido por favor nos permitan estar con Christopher un tiempo,
We
estar
ask
tranquilos
that you let the family be
y
with
tal vez unos
Christopher,
pocos más de días podemos
and maybe
platicar un poco
later
más.
she will respond to your messages and talk further with the press.
Araceli, ¿qué te dijo el niño? ¿Qué pasó? ¿El que te
Él cuando me
The
vio,
question was, what did Christopher tell her?
él me preguntó por su hermano Iker. Iker está aquí.
He asked for
Ujú.
his brother, Iker.
Nosotros somos una buena familia. Aquí está su hermano.
We are a good family.
¿Dónde
This is
está?
Iker,
Y acá tengo mi bebé y mi esposo.
her husband, and her
Nosotros
boyfriend, and
estamos
the
felices.
baby.
You know, at one
They're
point-
happy.
At one point she said she
Gracias.
thought someone had taken her son. Does she still think someone had him?
Dice que ella pensó, que algún tiempo usted pensó que alguien tuvo tu hijo. ¿Piensas eso ahorita?
Yo creo que eso podemos contestarlo después. De verdad
She thinks
estoy
that that's a question that can
bien
be answered
agradecida
later.
con
She is
ustedes,
thankful
bien
right now,
agradecida,
and she
pero de verdad
appreciates everything.
necesitamos descansar un
But she
poco.
needs to
Venimos un
rest
poco
with her
cansados.
baby.
Muchas gracias por su
Thank you
tiempo.
for everything.
Gracias por sus oraciones. Gracias.
Okay.
Ellos te quieren dar algo.
It's our understanding. It's our understanding that Sergeant Smith, talking to the mother and Christopher, that he likes police officers. So Constable Blake Jarvis and I, over in the first two, I'm sure my colleagues around the world, country, here will do the same thing. It's my honor to pin him a badge, junior deputy badge, give him a patch, and I'm sure he'll get a bunch more. And so you got a patch, and then Constable Jarvis is going to pin one on him. And so after after all this, he's passed the survival test. He could be an Army Ranger, a Navy SEAL, or a police officer, or Air Force pararescue, or whatever he wants. So
You policía.
¿Eres policía? Sí. Dile gracias.
You're so strong.
give me
So proud of you.
give me a Blake a hug.
Ahora soy la mamá de un policía muy fuerte. Gracias.
Your family now, buddy.
Oh, gracias. Gracias.
Come here.
Come on.
Sheriff.
Sheriff.
She wants to meet him. She wants to meet him.
How you doing? Can't complain too much. Happy day, isn't it? Yeah. Hello.
Do you know which direction he may have walked off the day he left? Do you know which direction he went?
East and south.
And Sheriff, do you have any idea how he survived and where was he in the spot where he was found for 4 days, or was there a sense that he...
He'd been moving. Yeah, he'd been moving.
Sheriff.
Hang on. Okay. I'm Sheriff Don Sowell, Grimes County. I want to begin by thanking, I'll answer all your questions, but I want to begin by thanking each and every one of y'all. Some are here present, some are here on the boots on the ground with us during this, and some that have come in at the end and followed up on it. We had 48 approximately agencies, groups that formed a coalition. The media was part of that 48. Y'all were team players. You kept the movement going. You kept the news out there, and you see we prevailed with y'all's help. So thank y'all very much, and I'll be glad to answer any questions. Let's take them as close as order as you can. Yes, sir.
Sheriff, what was just your reaction on Saturday when you heard that he was found alive?
I say undescribable. I was happy, real happy, and touched, and watching Mom and him, and Martha, who's been with him the duration. We've all been with him, but Martha has been the glue that kept things together. Sergeant Smith's the champ.
If I may follow up, is there
Sure.
any reason to believe that this was anything other than
No.
Christopher Walker?
No, sir. Thank you.
So is this,
Next
Sheriff,
question.
is this, I think a lot of people at home are wondering, is this case closed?
The case is not closed. Our investigators including the federal partners, state and local. We're wrapping up all aspects of it. We'll be closing it out when it's finished.
Have you guys been able to find the clothes?
They're still working on that. They've been boots on the ground for 3 days doing that, so we're backtracking, but all that will be part of the completed report. And when it's done, we'll make sure all you folks that request it have access to it.
And Sheriff, can you tell us the area where he was found? Is that a spot that searchers had searched previously?
No, that was part of the extended search. That they were going outward and outward and outward, and it was an area where it just so happened that Mr. Hoffman was in the right place at the right time Saturday morning.
And 4 days. I mean, I think humans without water run the risk of dying without, water for 4 days.
I didn't sleep, I didn't drink, and I didn't eat because he didn't. I sipped a little bit just to keep my strength up like everybody else did, including most of y'all. I think he had a guardian angel over him the entire time. I think we scared every wild animal out of here with helicopters and boots on the ground and whatever, so there was no coyotes or anything that would hurt him because it was quiet at night. And I think that's kind of important because the vultures out there could have didn't. So I don't want to think about that, but I think they all went to another forest, if you will. Any other questions I may answer for anybody?
Real quick, was he at the, he was first at the Woodlands, was he then taken to the medical center?
Downtown Houston Medical Center for a follow-up. The experts checked him here at the scene, ambulance to the hospital. They referred him down there to complete the circle of the follow-up, the medical. He's been, as you saw, he's a happy little boy, all tuned up, yeah.
Sheriff, was he surprised with all the police presence?
He was tickled pink, what I understand. I was here, I was listening on the radio, and I think they let him try to key the mic up and talk a little bit. I don't know if it came on the air, but he was excited to see all the people here when he arrived, but especially all the red lights and escort. It was, from what I understand from Sergeant Smith, he was just ecstatic.
And Sheriff, you've been in law enforcement for a long time, and a lot of the folks who were involved in the search have been as well. What is your message today after all of this?
Well, if I'm understanding your question, I've been a long time in law enforcement, 53 combined years, and I've never seen anything this big in all my tours of a search without much information. But I will say that the combined coalition of federal, state, local, international law enforcement, the Mexican consulate, everybody worked together as this well-oiled machine as I could imagine to make sure that no stone was not turned over, if you will. And I was real proud of the teamwork that everybody participated in, including yourselves and the people that served the food, the people that made sure the porta potties were clean for everybody, because we were here for the long haul. The ice and everybody that played a part. Everybody was part of this team, and we prevailed. We prevailed, and it's a happy day rather than a sad day.
Sheriff,
Yes, ma'am.
For you. What was that like, pinning the badge on him? You're very invested.
Well, it was told to me by Sergeant Smith early on that he liked police officers. He wanted to be one. I said, well, that's why I said he can be a Navy SEAL if he wanted to. He's already passed survival training, or a Ranger, or a Green Beret, but since he wanted to be a police officer, I said, well, we can start him off with a patch and a junior deputy badge. Of course, Constable Blake Jarvis, who worked out here tirelessly as well, I invited him to come with me and do it, and I'm sure that all these folks here I'm sure by the end of the day or shortly thereafter, he'll have a whole lot of patches and badges in his collection. So when he grows up, he will understand how much compassion, love from everybody happened to this day to save him, rescue him. He can look back with pride. And so, to answer your question, it was a moment of pride for me.
Sheriff, any indication
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Sheriff, how do you feel that it was a man who just came back from a Bible study that found Christopher?
He and I bonded real well the last few days, and he's one of these kind. He said, I don't like to watch the news. Sometimes it's just too negative. I just enjoy life, and he didn't really know anything about it. His wife had heard a little bit about it, so they went to Bible study that evening, and his friends and colleagues at the Bible study, they were telling him about it. He said he felt a moment to said, I need to do something. So he said the next morning he got to looking around, and he came across him. I said, well, you were the guardian angel that was sent to find him, and time was running out, and I feel like that. Anybody can say, my phone. I'm sorry. I feel like anybody can say what they feel, but I do believe divine intervention is very important, whatever your religion is. And I do feel like that throughout this deal, he had a guardian angel saving him, watching over him, and Mr. Hoffman was the one that put eyes on him, brought him to us. I do believe that, and that's my St. Michael's and I were talking a lot. I've been wearing this forever, and we talked and touched a lot. And I said, please help us. So I do believe that. So that's my answer to your question. Anybody else have a comment? I want to conclude by thanking y'all very much, and it's such a wonderful pleasure to talk to each and all of y'all throughout this ordeal. And y'all been great. Y'all been great.
Thank you.
Peace. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, baby girl.
Listen to you.
Greg, can you come over here?
Are they going to cut it up there?
Sheriff, we all know whose phone it is.
Do you need more sound?
No, not for us.
A bite. Give it a pick.
Yeah, I want to pick a bite from Mom, where she talks about the indescribable feeling, and the sheriff just reacting to feeling somehow.
Okay, sure. So I'm going to give you the card. I'm going to just put it in my
Give me the card. 10 years old,
She's grown up.
Pictures hanging all over his wall.
Remember two other times it went off. I thought I remembered, but they done something. But it didn't.
Hey, please have a quick. Yes, sir.
Don't take off. Good.
No, absolutely not. Believe me, we've turned this thing up, and I can't speak for naysayers and negative people, but you can.
Yes, I can.
And I appreciate it. And you know how to get a hold of me.
Yes, sir. I do
If you have
appreciate
a problem, you let me know.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Bet.
Yes, sir.
You bet.
Thank you very much.
And now, all right, thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're so nice, Doug.
What is wrong with Hey, bud, how you been? Good to see you back.
Would you be able to do a quick interview in like 10 or 15 minutes off the side over here?
Let me know.
Thanks, man.
Let me know.
Hey, Sheriff.
Ma'am.
Are you talking to somebody?
You need me to go do it right now?
Ellis.
He says it's going to be over. So always do it now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, this is William Johnson with KAGS News reporting here in Grimes County. We just wrapped up a press conference with both the mother of Christopher Ramirez, Araceli Nunez, and the sheriff for Grimes County, Don Sowell, who shared a lot of information. You know, this motorcade started earlier today around noon as we were waiting for Christopher to be released from the hospital in Houston, Texas, and it just came coming down this road where a lot of our reporters, you know, me and other stations have been out here covering this story, just waiting to find Christopher. And at hour 70 on Saturday, he was thankfully found and taken to the hospital with his mother. And today, as I said before, there's been a motorcade coming down this way. We got to see Christopher taken out of the police car, and you know, it's just a happy day all around. You know, the mother's happy, son is happy, and it's just a good day all around for everyone. And just to give you some more context of the situation, the sheriff gave some information regarding the case. He did elaborate, saying that there's really still no evidence of an abduction at this time. There's still many questions as to where the clothes are, because where the clothes are at this time, where Christopher was found exactly. And it's just, as we learn more information about this case and we get more information from the sheriff and the investigation, we'll be sure to update you on our website, kagstv.com. I'm reporting in Grimes County, William Johnson, KAGS News. That work? Cool. In about 5 to 10 minutes.